All right. Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to Gaming Compute. If you want to hear what I'm up to, I'll be posting that daily episode update of my day, which was a little productive being indoors and a little bit of illness, and just some insights into kind of maybe what's going on and some talk about this upcoming concert. Otherwise, let's jump into it. So being a little bit ill and having some weird energy, headache, throat problems, all these kind of weird things. Problems really with my appetite a little bit. I think I'm yeah, I didn't take that test I was supposed to take today, the practice test. I didn't even start feeling good till maybe close to 5:30 p.m. Otherwise I was busy. I kept busy from 10 to 3. But anyways, I didn't do the gig calls. But I did reopen my online store, and I paid for someone to create a TikTok ad for one of my products that I already know is a high ticket item that will sell. So I'm gonna start there. I did a lot of learning today about the metrics and about like Facebook metrics. I didn't really learn a lot about TikTok metrics, but I might learn that late tonight if I'm up. I gotta sleep tonight though. I can't be up past 1. I give myself to 1 because it's I give myself to 1 because it's because I did sleep for almost 2 hours midday. But I've been trying to have these like midday siestas, so that's been really kind of saving my energy. Like taking a lengthy lunch, watching like a show or like a movie, kind of taking like 1 to 2 hours instead of like a quick 20-30 minutes, like trying to take longer. Like, I think if I were working for a company, I wouldn't want to take longer because I'd rather just get my job done and get off the clock. But I kind of like, if I'm doing things on my own time, I do like the morning push and then kind of having like a chill afternoon, then wrapping up later on. But, yeah, I'm kind of in a weird flow of things this week. And since the weekend was weird. But yeah, so I was learning about metrics on Facebook, kind of how those look. Learned about, Facebook ads not really being too accurate. I mean, Facebook metrics not being too accurate, so I don't really see the point. Like, it seems like you have to track it more than just that. I am hoping to God I do not get any payment gateway issues, because if I do, I'm going to be fucked. But, I mean, we'll see. Only time will tell. I'm probably launching tomorrow. I've got a little bit of a budget to spend on ads. I'm just going to scale them up, though, based on sales. I'm not really going to put hundreds and hundreds in right away. I mean, I would never do that right away. Like, I'm not comfortable doing that. To me, that's more like gambling. I want to kind of get a return on investment and just kind of recycle that money into this project. And so I don't really know. So already day 1 is not going so easy with this project because I just don't feel good. But I didn't do nothing. I set the groundwork for what I need to do. I actually got opportunities to open more gigs But I do need to take this practice test and study. Like I don't know, maybe it's too much all at once. But I do want to, get the ball rolling, because I feel like if I wait, okay, what I don't want to do is sit on this until the Monday I get back from Vegas. What day is that going to be? The Monday I get back from Vegas is on the 14th. So I don't want to sit on this till the 14th. You know what I mean? Wait, am I coming back on the 14th or the 15th? Shoot, now I don't even know how many days. I don't even know how many days I'm out of town, guys. Let me check. 'Cause I don't know. I've been saying I'm flying out Friday and coming back Monday. No, May 15th. Monday, May 15th. So Monday is the 15th? My flight is May 15th. So what day is that? The 15th is Monday. So I'm there till, what did I just say? I said Sunday. Sunday's the 14th. Okay. Sorry. I'm looking at this calendar and I'm already confused. I'm out of it, guys. I'm telling you. With good reason. So, yeah. So basically, I don't want to wait till Monday the 15th or Tuesday the 16th of May to start trying to make daily income off this project. I'd rather do it this week, if that makes sense. I'd rather do it this week. Not wait a whole week. I don't want to sit on a whole week, especially because I'm going to have a busy weekend. I'd rather do a lot this week, party off my weekend, then get back to work next week after traveling. I don't want to sit on it this whole week. And so, I am shooting to see if it's possible to do $100 days. But I don't know yet, because my store's up, yes, but I haven't done anything for marketing. So since I have not done any moves for marketing actively to drive traffic at all today, I am not going to expect to have any sales, because that site does not really get a lot of organic traffic. It might. I mean, I could maybe put up something late tonight somewhere and see if I can just, organically put it up somewhere where it's visible. But otherwise, I don't really know if I'm going to do that. That's not really in the plans for my night. I actually stopped being productive around 3 p.m. today, so I don't want to pull back into something after 9 p.m. when I'm trying to actually sleep on time tonight. So that probably doesn't sound like a good idea for me to do that tonight. I'd rather just go full in tomorrow. So after 3 tomorrow. So if this order comes in on time, it'll be around 4 p.m. tomorrow that I'll be able to start the marketing process. And maybe within that day or by the next day, maybe I'll get some sales. But I don't know yet. I really don't know yet. I want to. I hope it'll work out that way, but I don't really know yet. So yeah. I have how many? Yeah. So basically, the calls I was going to make, I had scheduled to do the 10 calls today, which I did not do. Or the calls to the 10 sites for the, what's this gig called? The Secret Shopper rental property gigs. So they're $5 per gig if you do the phone calls. They're 45 or more, for up to 30 to 60 if you do it with the hidden camera in person. But I'm I don't really want to do that. Plus they're far away, and then the car issue thing, I don't want to get stranded somewhere, and, it's a lot of gas. I'm in LA. I'm not trying to drive all the way across the city to go do something that's going to take me like 10 minutes and then come all the way back. Like, I mean, it's still good money, honestly. 30 to like $60 for like one thing. I mean, it definitely is profitable. Like, because if you stack up like three of those in a day, you're already making at the bottom. On the low end, you're making $90 for three things that technically take you maybe 10 minutes um, per gig. That's decent. To me, that's decent. But I just don't really have the energy to be driving across town. Like, I want to be studying and stuff too. I'm already behind because I didn't take that test. And so, but I'm trying to like pay attention to my body and my mind, and if it's not operating ideally, I don't want to push and then actually get sick and then still have to go out of town and then deal with, having some kind of cold or flu on a flight, or like in Vegas in the heat in another environment at a concert or festival. Like, I'm gonna go to this damn concert. Like like, unless the plane doesn't make it, or unless the hotel isn't available, or whatever, unless there's something on that end that's like way more complex, I myself am getting my ass over to Vegas, for this concert. So, I don't really want to, overdo it for my energy. Like, something's off. Something's definitely off with me this week. And it started Saturday night, so maybe even Saturday evening, but because I'm not too familiar with what it was, with what's going on, I'm just trying to ride it out and be patient and take care of myself and not overdo it with like all types of unhealthy behaviors. And unhealthy behaviors means pushing past my limit. So I did get work done today, but I didn't do what I had actually set out to do yesterday. But yesterday was I didn't actually plan to actually execute anything yesterday. Yesterday was a planning day. Sunday was a planning day. What I had planned on Sunday to actually execute on Monday, I didn't fully execute any steps where I should expect to have money that I've gained today, if that makes sense. Money that I've gained today through those specific channels that I was gonna try to do. And this is not a good start to day one, but the math is enticing. A project of $100 a day, a project making $100 a day. If you make $100 on a store, $100 profit on a store per day, and if you count weekends, that's $700 a week. That's $1,400 every 2 weeks. That's $2,800 per month. That's not bad money, and tonight I have to sit with the numbers and see how many items I need to actually sell per day to get at least a $50 profit, because I can do 10 phone calls for a $50 profit and then sell $50 worth of items per day. That's already $100 right there. And like I mentioned before, the money isn't gonna come in every single day. Like on my Shopify store, it might be available to, so I can purchase the products. I think the full amount might be available. But if I have any trouble with these payment gateways and I start getting sales, I might be a little screwed, because I'm not trying to dip into my money for this. That's kind of what shut down the project in February, when I first was making sales, was that, I was having PayPal issues, and I started worrying. I was like, I don't know if I can use Shopify payments or whatever, if that's really going to cut it. And I don't think I can really use PayPal. I don't think PayPal is gonna work. So I need to make sure it's not gonna be a PayPal purchase because PayPal is freaking screwy. I think I took that option off my store, but I need to double check that tonight. And I need to double check how many items of the one that I'm actually doing ads for. I'm only doing ads for one item, but all the other items are available on my store. But I'm only doing ads for one item so far, and so I might put up ads for other items too. I just want to do just the one for now, and then it'll at least drive traffic to my store. And I want to just generally drive traffic to the store, just general traffic. But I don't want to get too like out of control with things. I just want to get like a method going, like a system going. That's what this week is. I just want to have like a system, make the phone calls, deal with the ads, deal with this course related studying and testing and stuff. And then outside of that, I don't want to do any other things this week. I do have a little bit of stuff I need to do for my car, but I don't really want to deal with that this week. I don't even need my car this week, so I don't need to deal with my car this week if I don't need to be driving it. And I did apply for a tech company in a different position. That's not the position I'm taking the class for, but I talk about it a little bit in the daily update, but I think the pay is 55 to 77K. And it's remote work, 5 days a week. One of those days is going to be a Saturday or Sunday. I would prefer to do a Sunday, 8-hour shifts. And if I do get in on the ground floor that way, this is a company I would like to work for. Like I mentioned it before, it's not Zoom, but it would be equivalent to working for like Zoom or like a company like that. Like I don't really care what the job is at the moment, but I'm like, that's pretty good money for remote work. It's more than what I was making when I was working at the mental health site. So I'd rather shoot to make that much money, on the ground level. And then if they do hire me, and then once I'm done with this class, maybe apply for another position in the company and be like, hey, I've already been working here for a couple months doing this other position. Can you just hire me over here? That would be nice, but it sounds a little weird and flaky, but, I did talk about like kind of my, plans, to be working for a tech company. Like I talked about that in my cover letter. So we shall see. But that kind of stuff, remote work and things like that, that's not like an immediate hire. There's still going to be like an onboarding process and all that, so I wouldn't really count that towards daily income today. But I've done a lot of moves to kind of get things in place, but I'm trying to be careful to not, the reason why I'm setting up projects like this is because I try to be careful to not just be like making moves to set things up and then not executing actual steps to actually make money every day. I mean, I'm not like in some dire need, but at the same time, it's like I have goals to reach this month of May, and I do want my income streams to kind of really be significant this month. We're still early in the month, but I'm having a little bit of setbacks. It's okay. I'm still motivated. Potentially bad things that could happen that I don't even want to manifest, but if someone comes to do construction on the roof tomorrow and it's loud and noisy and there's construction going on in our house property, or if the Wi-Fi isn't cooperating, or if I have payment gateway issues, these things will set me the heck back. But at the moment, I feel like I'll be fine. But yeah, I could have done maybe some steps to make some money today, but I did not do those steps. But I'm happy with the work that I did put in. I didn't really expect to open the online store today. I didn't expect today to start working on the store, but as I was up so late last night, it just kind of hit me. I was like, shoot, I already have an income stream that I already I kind of, uh, I didn't like fully deactivate, but I kind of put on hold for a while. Um, and so since I put it on hold for a while, I just like made the items on my store active, the ones that I want to sell, and then started learning more about like what I'm gonna do. I have to have a plan. I don't want to just like spam a bunch of people my links and then just be like, I mean, that's one way to get traffic. It works. I mean, like, it's not a good idea though, but it works. If I have to go the route of just like, let me spam you and see what happens. But it's not good business. I want something that I can track, something that I can actually figure out. And I've been learning a lot of digital marketing and tech, like sales skills in the last while, and so I want to actually do that, use that. So yeah. But yeah, I'm not too sure what else to say today. Day one was productive, but as far as making the money, it wasn't productive. So I don't know if I'm gonna count. So Sunday, I submitted, I think it was like $33.33 to my bank account. I submitted that money, or I, set up for Stripe to deposit that money. So it's going to take a couple days. I haven't checked if it's there. It might be there. But I don't know if I want to count that as part of the daily money. Because that is from multiple months. Like, that money is from some other project from like March of 2023. So that money doesn't really count towards what I just barely started the intro work on for Sunday, and what I was supposed to start doing any parts of the earning process today. So I don't know if we're really counting. We're just gonna count today as zero. Today's gonna be $0. I don't know, because I got a Fiverr refund of $17, and I spent a little bit of it. So I have some of that $17 left. But that also has nothing to do with this current project. That money is refunded from something I was doing from an income stream previously, for something I paid for, and then the person was just excessively late and the quality was just not good. And I was just like, I'm not paying for this. I am not a jerk about that kind of stuff, because I know what I'm paying for, but I'm like, dude, this person, I mean, you would have said the same. If you saw the work that they did, I'm like, why did this take them over 9 days? Like, it was supposed to take them 1 day. It took them over 9 days. I gave them 2 extensions, and they didn't even communicate about why it was late or what. Like, they don't have to give me their personal scoop on what's going on in their life. But I'm like, dude, like, I paid you to do this and you're not doing it. So one of the 2 things I paid for, I got a full refund on one of them. And then when they submitted what they did for the first one, it was late and it wasn't even good. I was like, I could have just done this myself. Like, in the period of, the reason why it was appealing to me is because it was a low price for quick. Like, I'm like, I'll pay $15 for something or $17 for something for it to be done, in a day. I'm like, that was worth my time because I didn't want to do it. But I'm like, I don't think they even put in 1 hour of work. And so I'm like, well, if it didn't take you even 1 hour, why would it take you 9 days, maybe even more than 9 days to do this? And it's late, and it wasn't good. I'm like, what they did, I could have done that in like 20 minutes, So I'm like, that's not really what I was expecting. Like, if they would have submitted it, I think the next day, when it was due in 24 hours. If they would have submitted it within the 24 hours, or even like 48 hours, even with the little amount of quality that was there, I was like, I could have been like, okay, whatever. It took you 2 days to do this. Maybe you're new. Maybe you're busy. Maybe you got something going on. Like, it would have still been worth my $17. But I'm like, dude, that's not worth $17 to me. What they did over that amount of time, too, over 9 days, for the amount of work that they didn't do. I'm like, I could have just done this by myself by now. Like, but yeah. So I'm not gonna count that. But that's a little bit of money. I don't count refunds as income. And then the $33.33 is, to me, it's just more of a sign, of synchronicity than it is an actual thing. So I'm taking that as a sign of synchronicity because I came across that number yesterday, and I scheduled for it to get deposited to my bank account, and so I'm just considering it a synchronicity deposit and a sign to keep moving forward with what I'm doing. And otherwise, today's a $0 day. Tomorrow I gotta take this test and then get on it. Tomorrow's gonna be a late day though, because the ad's not gonna be ready till 4. So I'm gonna take this test. I'm going to study for the other, I'm going to study probably more, and then also prepare kind of some kind of I need a strategy. So I'm going to think about my strategy tonight and actually write it down tomorrow for what I'm going to do after 4 p.m. And sometime in there, I need to do these phone calls, at least 5 of them. It's not that hard. I'm just not doing it. I just didn't do it today. I have enough things to worry about today. So, okay, so that's sorry, I'm drinking water. I came outside to try to hydrate, and I'm off. It's late. It's almost 9:30. I shouldn't be snacking late, but I'm gonna stay up till 1, and then go to sleep. And yeah. So I'm a few hours shifted over today, but yeah. Sorry, I gotta drink this water. I think maybe I was dehydrated too, because the more of this water I keep drinking, I'm feeling better and better as I drink more and more water. So maybe I just was not paying attention to that too. That might be where this headache was stemming from. I don't really know though. I don't know. So yeah. Nothing to report too much, but just more brainstorming and some little hiccups, but nothing that we can't fix. So, I have that $17 and that $33 to kind of put towards this project, which I've already started doing, and then I'm gonna go from there. Yeah, if you guys are wondering which strategies I'm kind of pulling from, there's this guy who lives in Serbia. His name is Marco, Marko, on YouTube. Young guy, Caucasian, hair's kind of shorter, buzzed. I follow some of his methods, and you guys all know how I feel about Biahez's methods. I follow a version of some of those methods. I don't follow fully, to the T, all of his methods. I kind of just pick and choose kind of what works for me. So I'm going to be reviewing some of his course content about TikTok so that I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Like, I know it, but I wouldn't say I know it off the top of my head, like all the little details. So I'm going to review it tonight so that tomorrow when I implement it, everything will be ready to roll. And we'll cross our fingers and hope for the best. But yeah, I'm gonna go in the house because I'm cold now. I'm sitting outside in shorts. Alrighty, guys. It's gonna be a late night upload, but I'm trying to get myself together, trying to get over this little cold thing and keep pushing. I've had 2 days where I took it totally easy Sunday for the most part. And then today I mostly took it easy, but I did kind of work on stuff because I've had energy today. So I was like, I'd rather be working on stuff and kind of taking my mind off of, how I physically don't feel too well. And so let me take my mind off of how I physically don't feel too well. And like, I feel better about it. Like, I actually do feel a nice dopamine boost, a nice energy boost, motivation. I'm happy, I feel good today. Other than feeling physically a little crappy, I actually feel emotionally and mentally pretty happy. So, happy and crappy at the same time. But yeah. Check out the daily update. I'm gonna post this separately. So that this episode doesn't turn out to be like 2 hours long because it was over 90 minutes the other recording. So I'm just gonna do a double day on that, and get a snack in me and maybe watch a little bit of comedy. I've been watching stand up. I was rewatching some Dave Chappelle. Maybe I don't know if I'm gonna rewatch any stand up, but maybe find a nice Netflix stand up to view. And eat some snacks and then review what I'm gonna do for tomorrow and kind of write it all out, and then let's see how it goes. I mean, today didn't go how I thought it was gonna go, but also things did get done. So, all right, guys, thanks for listening. You know, man.